Hello, I'm Bernard Keavy. I'm calling this presentation The Time of Your Life because basically your life is all about time. So the way to get the most out of your time and therefore out of your life is to follow a logical process really. And the first thing is you need to know where you want to get to and therefore what you want to use your time to achieve. So you need to have a vision, and the vision could be of your ideal life, how you want your life to be. It could be a vision of your ideal, how you want your business to be or your career. But basically you need to know where you're going, which then enables you to set goals. So the clearer you are here about your ideal life, your ideal station, exactly where you want to be, the more clear you can be about setting goals. And when you set goals, you need to follow the SMART rules: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to you and time-based. Easy on the achievable because you want to be ambitious, certainly with some of them. You need to follow the 3 P's as well, which basically says it's personal, as in I, it's present tense, as in I am or I do, it's verb, it's always I am or I do, and it's positive, I am, I do, rather than I will lose 20 pounds of weight. You know, you would say I am 11 stone or I weigh 11 stone. So there's certain rules to follow there. Now the thing is, if your goals are reflecting your vision here, and if your vision is clear enough and if your goals are in writing, then your subconscious mind knows exactly where you want to go, and then your subconscious mind will drive you in that direction, and it will link into what's called the superconscious or the wider universe or the quantum universe. It'll look out for opportunities for you. It's called serendipity sometimes, but basically what will happen is things will come to your attention that otherwise would not have come to your attention. There's a term for it in the brain, and it'll come to me eventually, but basically you're on the lookout. So if you're looking to buy a red car, for example, you notice loads of red cars around. It's that sort of mentality. Now, once you know where you're going and your goals know where they are, you then need to focus on activities. So it's a good idea to have at least some of your goals as 90-day goals focused on activities, and you need to focus on the 20% of things that you do on a daily basis that get you 80% of your results, whatever those desired results are. So if it's business results, it would be focusing on a few key things in your business. Obviously if it's family related or whatever, you would still focus on the most important things. And 90 days is a good time because it's long enough to achieve a lot but short enough to stay focused. So for example, in terms of business, generally, if you make a 1% improvement a week in your business in 5 key areas, you would double your bottom line in 90 days. So you can see you can achieve a lot in 90 days. And the other thing that's significant about 90 days is that if you do something for 90 days, 13 weeks, it becomes a habit. So this is how you create habits. And there's a saying, isn't there, that we make our habits and then our habits make us. So the way to instill good habits is to focus for 90 days on activities here that are the sort of activities we want to do on a habitual basis, which means we're developing good habits. And there's another rule that's really a good one as well, which comes from Jack Canfield in a book I was reading recently. He calls it the rule of 5, which basically says that for those 90 days, well, for any time actually, but let's focus on the 90 days, we should focus on doing 5 things every day that take us nearer to our major goal or major goals. So it's called the rule of 5. Do 5 things every day to take you nearer. And the reason this thing here is important, the clock here is important, is because all of these things here fall into what's known as quadrant 2, according to Stephen Covey, who wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And quadrant 2 is basically things that are important, but because they haven't got a deadline on them, they're not urgent, they tend not to get done because people are busy doing all the other things that have got deadlines. So these are all the sort of things that people don't get around to doing, which is why it's reckoned only 3% of adults have written goals, for example, and very few have a clear vision. And you know, all of these things here, they won't happen unless they're diarised, and you know, you commit time to them, so they need to be diarised in advance. Various other people talk about a golden hour or a golden 90 minutes, but basically you need to have time in your diary set aside to do these things. So that's effectively how you get to your goals and major goals, and you use your time effectively. And you can see why I'm calling it the time of your life, because if you don't do this, then your life just drifts away. So if you think that's interesting, have a look at a short video on coachforprofit.com/Bernard, and you'll see there why and how I and my team of coaches can offer a 200% return on investment guarantee to the clients we work with. If you want to know how you could do that, there's a short video, there's a link at the end where we can book a time to speak should you think that might be of interest to you. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you can use that. I hope you liked it and you could share it. And just a reminder, the time of your life. Thanks very much. I'm looking to recruit a business coach in order to help me handle existing global demand for business coaching services. And in particular, I'm looking for someone to run our Northeast US division. If you're interested in finding out more about this opportunity, which involves absolutely no financial risk or upfront investment, then go to coachforprofit.com/Bernard, watch a short 8-minute video, and if you think there's anything of interest there, then book a time and let's talk. And thank you very much for showing interest in this opportunity.